Dynamic Report takes the potential for information analysis to a new level. With this report, you will be able to see the major request values or the number of requests over time. The data is visualized so you can build a report and see how many requests were submitted and how they were classified each day over the course of the month. This makes it very easy to identify irregularities and weak points in the support service and optimize its performance. Major advantages of this report, in addition to the features of the global report, are generating reports on request activity, creation date, change, closing, and obtaining information on requests in the context of a certain period. For example, when generating a report for a month, we can break it down by weeks, which in turn significantly reduces the labor involved in analyzing information. For example, if you did it manually. Visualize tabs also help. Here you will see the default interface, where you set the necessary parameters for report generation. Report time period. Checkbox closing date. With the checkbox on, the report will only cover requests that have been closed during the specified period. The available parameters are the columns to be used to generate the report. The default settings are department, status, priority, as well as activity type, reporting, and period grouping. If additional parameters are required, move them to the right-hand column of the report parameters. Here are buttons to quickly search by last month or current month, and the search button itself to generate the report. Let's generate it like an example. Once generated, the report will appear in the most recently requested reports. All the relevant information will be available here. You can display the results of other reports that have been previously generated and view them. Once the report is generated, a whole range of data comparison options are available, all of which can be used at the same time or in any preferred combination. The new report tabs are visualized. You can build a live chart and then, for example, download it and insert it into another report or presentation. When the report is generated, you can select which indicator from the whole range you want to compare the data on. As you can see, besides the diagram, we get detailed information on this report. We see parameters that can be interacted with, such as exporting information, printing, or adding or removing columns. Let's take a look at a few examples. For example, you need to know how many requests have been created across all channels in a week, and you need to group them in such a way that the information is displayed for each day. In terms of application, this information can, for example, help you in distributing the workload of the technical support department. To do this, select the required parameters, then click on Search. As we can see, the diagram has been generated, and now we can analyze the number of incoming requests from all channels with details for each individual source. The second example. You want to know how much time, on average, a support worker spends per month on the first response to a customer, broken down by week. Select the required parameters and generate a report. Then select the first response time comparison, and you can see the finished chart with the information shown on a weekly basis, as well as a detailed report for each employee and their overall average first response time, also on a weekly basis. We hope that this report will help you to analyze your support team in more detail and find the weak points and address them.